Welcome back to another edition of Vikings Film Room, brought to you by the Vikings Entertainment Network. I'm your host, Pete Bercich. Now, the Minnesota Vikings get set to head out east and take on these Washington Commanders, but don't let that 4-4 record fool you. This is going to be one of the best defenses we go against. However, there are some passing opportunities. Let's take a look at the film and see the front that we have to stop and how can we take advantage of them through the air. Now, after taking a dive into this Commanders defense, they're unbelievably talented, but yes, there are passing opportunities, and we're going to start with the opportunities. In this situation, Colts, you see 3 receivers booked, all here piled up in a bunch. Look at the green grass that we're going to see. 2 receivers coming up the field, but they get to the middle, and one of the things that you notice is that these safeties don't get very deep. I mean, this guy, the deep middle safety, is only 14 yards deep. They're counting on that pass rush to get to the quarterback, so he doesn't have time to see his wide receiver streaking down the middle of the field. And as you see, when the ball is let go and when he throws it, this guy is wide open. There are chances for some deep throws for Kirk Cousins in this game. Another opportunity in a 3-out strong passing game. So when you find these trends, it can't just be one play. It's got to be a number of plays. And we're going to see right here, the Colts do take advantage of them this time. But again, 3-out strong. You've got 3 defenders right there, but they have the short route. They have the tight end double covered. They've got a guy on the flat route. The one you got to stop first is this deep route. And at this time, the corner is trailing the wide receiver. There's no backside safety help in this case. Quarterback, though, has time. This is what I mean. Give Cousins some time. He's going to be able to take this down the field, and it's a huge 54-yard reception for the Indianapolis Colts. All right, we saw it twice. How about a third time? Another example, at or near the red zone. 3-out strong again, and this is really that same route that the Colts keep doing. Short, middle, deep. Give the quarterback some options. But again, they're focused on this out route. For some reason, the quarterback doesn't see that receiver that's deep. This guy's in a back pedal. There's no way he's going to be able to get back there. This safety is on the hash mark. There's no way he's going to get there. These are some huge plays down the field that are there, and they're there over and over again. In this case, he tries to take it on the short throw, short catch, incompletion, but look what he left on the table. And oh, by the way, it's not just in a 3-out strong type scenario. Again, another long or deep red zone, sometimes they call it. 4 wide receivers. When the quarterback gets to the top of his drop and he's getting ready to throw this football, he's throwing it to the short guy. But look, he has one tight end, all this room out here. Again, 2 guys watching the quarterback jump on the short route. But look at this guy, wide open, right down the middle of the field. There is no way this backside safety can get over the top to get to him. This is a touchdown waiting to happen. He also has an in route down here that's open as well, but he chooses to throw. Cousins has to be able to identify and know middle open, attack the middle of the field. I mean, look at this. He's just wide open right there. That would almost get him into the end zone. Opportunities are out there in the passing game. I know what you're thinking. Okay, coach, well, if we could throw the ball over the field, why hasn't everybody else done that? Well, you got to deal with this defensive line, one of the best defensive line groups I've seen in a very long time. And this first play, we'll get to the individuals, but this first play, I think, shows you exactly how good they are up front. Watch these 3 defensive linemen. Again, 5-man front, something they've kind of evolved to with injuries to the linebacker position. But 3 big defensive linemen up front. Now, they're going to go one-on-one across the board. And as you see, every single one of these Colts offensive linemen heads back, defensive lineman, arms extended. There is nowhere to go over here. They are gaining ground and pushing these linemen back at the same time. This front is unbelievably tough to move. Read back, cut back, running back has nowhere to go. You got to deal with this defensive front. All right, we talked about this D-line as a group. Let's break them down individually. The first guy, Montez Sweat, he ran a 4.41 at the combine in the 40-yard dash. Now, normally on Film Room, we slow things down a little bit so we can see the little things that happen. In this one, we're going to let it go full speed because you want to see how explosive this guy is. As soon as that tight end works his way up the field, He's like shot out of a cannon, makes a play over here on this hash mark. This guy is a speed demon. Now, this guy, Jonathan Allen, he is one of the best interior tackles in the NFL. I don't care what you say. This guy is unbelievable. Now, before we show this play and what he does, keep in mind that right in front of him, this guy right here, that's Quentin Nelson, the highest paid offensive guard in the NFL. One of the best. This guy isn't a Pro Bowler, he's an All-Pro. Watch this play and watch what Jonathan Allen's able to do. Snap of the ball, he gets inside and he's on his shoulder. He looks like he's getting blocked, but Allen is so quick and so strong and so good with his hands. He's able to get this swim move off, get his arm to the back, get that right foot through, and able to split a double team on Quentin Nelson and get a tackle for a loss. This guy is an animal. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Coach, that's great. He did it once. Can he do it more than once? Well, let's take a look. Same exact kind of a situation. Quentin Nelson, Jonathan Allen right here, lined up, all set, ready to go. Snap of the ball. You'll see Allen steps to his right and then redirects to his left. Now, the beauty of this one is he's able to get underneath Nelson. The center is going to get him, but as soon as he gets hit, he will ricochet, redirect, and get down that line of scrimmage to make the tackle. This guy is a beast in the running game. There's a third member to this group, Daron Payne. He's a pretty good football player as well. Watch him on this move. We've got both of their interior tackles highlighted right here. This is what we're up against all day long. What you're going to see is a double team right here. Don't forget now, that's Quentin Nelson again, right over here, getting the double team, right? Holding the point. But watch over here on this side. You get the spin move, shoulder, over the top, down the line. And because of this double team over here where he's able to hold up, is again, Quentin Nelson, tackle. This frees up this linebacker who's able to come outside and make an easy tackle. Shuffle, tackle. These guys up front, they eat up blocks, they spin, they're fast, gonna be tough to slow them down. All right, so we talked about the outside linebackers, we talked about the interior tackles. Well, there's this guy, John Ridgeway, right? This guy is big and he takes up a lot of space. Garrett Bradbury's gonna have one-on-ones right here all day long. He's gonna have to pack a lunch as well. Watch what this guy's able to do at the snap. He's able to stop his feet, lock out the center, and actually pushes him back, comes off, makes the tackle. These guys up front are big, they're fast, and they play very well. So overall, the good news is that there are going to be some opportunities in the passing game. These DBs like to squat. They like to take out the underneath routes. Why do they do that? Because of the 5 guys in front of them. Our offensive line is going to have their best game this year.